Hello, this is Drawing 101, and today we're going to learn how to draw Kubfu. We're going to start by drawing a really small oval in about the bottom center of our paper. Okay, around this oval we're going to draw we're going to darken up the bottom. We're going to leave a small gap, and then we're going to kind of curve around it. Okay, then we're going to, right here, we're just going to make a curve away from the oval, just tangent, and then going up, and then we're going to draw the other side of the torso. Okay, we're now going to draw in the legs. We're going to start with this left one. We're going to make a curve out and then back in. Then we're going to do a similar thing on the top. Then we're going to give a curve to the bottom. Okay, then about halfway on this curve, we're going to put a line up. Then we're going to zigzag down. Going to erase inside of here. And it's going to come back up. And then back into the foot. So we have this M shape. Okay, we're now going to draw the other leg. The bottom is going to come out right where we made this gap. It's going to slightly curve right here, and that's going to come down at an angle. We're going to again draw that curve. And then right above, we're going to kind of hump and make a slight curve to connect. Okay, we're going to draw that M shape. Okay, about a third of the way over, we're going to go up and then zigzag over. And we have that M. Okay, we can now erase this oval that we used to guideline off of. Alright, once we have this, we can draw in this little pattern on his chest. So right above here, we're going to draw in a curve. Then we're going to make a little triangle or a point inside. Then we're going to make another curve. Okay, then these are going to form another point in here, just by curving. Alright, we can now do the head, which is going to start right above this pattern that we just drew. It's going to curve like you would in a circle, just like a quarter circle curve. Okay, and then we're going to do just a smaller curve right here. And then more lightly we're going to curve up. So we kind of have this semicircle look for right now. Alright, before we get into the features of his face, his arm is going to come and overlap. So we're going to draw that in first, now that we have the basic shape in. So coming out right here, we're going to have a nice smooth line. This is going to come out past his knee, but just barely. It's going to curve up. Intersect the face. And curve back down. Then this is going to come out of this head here and into the fist. We can erase this face inside of here. Okay, then he has 3 fingers on each hand. And we're going to draw in this first one by making a small curve. It's going to arch up. It's going to make a broad line here, come down into a finger. Going to round that out. Okay, then the other ones are a lot easier. We can just curve right here and then make a curve right here and then connect them with another curve. The last one very similar. It just forms a fist like this. We can kind of shade these in. Okay, now that we've put in those knuckles in, we can make sure that we form the rest of the arm around them using those guideline shapes that we had before. Curving around. Okay, and then that's one arm. To draw in the other one, we're going to work a little bit more with the back of his head. So, you have this curve right here. It's going to curve up. And then we're going to have some tufts of fur just curving out. And curving back in. It's a long curve and then a short curve, and that short curve is just going to match right up to where we drew our little line. We're going to do one more. Shorter curve and then a longer curve. Alright, we can now erase inside of here. And then clean up those lines. Just going to redefine this. Alright, now for this arm, we're going to come out of here at the same level that we did right here. We're just going to draw an arc. Okay, and then at the end of the arc, it's going to get a little sharper. Okay, and then we can draw in kind of a curve. And then the arm is going to come back into here. Okay, then we have the knuckles. This time are just going to be bumps. And we're just going to shade give some contrast. Okay, we have the tail now, which we can go in as a couple tufts of fur. And then shade that in like we did the hands, and while we're at it we can shade in these. Alright, it's starting to shape up. Now all we have to do is the head. To do this, we're going to continue this curve here just by doing a short curve. And we're going to draw in the ear. So for this, we're going to do kind of a rounded semicircle kind of shape. Come in both directions so you can kind of have a little bit of a point, but for most of it, it's pretty much round. Okay, we're then going to curve off a little bit more to another tuft of fur. And then we have a bigger tuft of fur. Like so. We're then going to curve this down again and draw in the other ear. Notice I'm not connecting to that quarter circle that I drew earlier. I'm going to make this bottom section of the ear a little bit longer than this top section. Okay. Now I can start to draw in the facial features. And to do this, his eyebrows are set on this white patch of hair and fur. And so we're going to curve just above there. We're just going to curve up. And this is going to go all the way to about like right here. Kind of gives the appearance of a bandana. Okay, once we reach here, we can kind of spike in, and then we're going to have a larger spike out. Okay, then right here we have a tuft of fur coming out, and it's going to pull back in. Just do nice curves. Make that slightly longer, I think. Okay, and then connecting is another spike of fur. Okay, while we're drawing in this bandana shape, there's two strands coming out the back that look like ends of a bandana. And so right here we're just going to make an arch. And then we're going to make another arch. And we're going to connect them with a couple of curves into the middle. Okay, we're going to do a second thing, and this is going to curve out not as far, and then we're just going to draw in the zigzag. Alright, we're finally ready to do the face. So, just to the side here, we're going to draw in an oval, rather a half oval, for the eye. Then we're going to leave a medium-sized gap, and we're going to draw in another oval. Okay, and here we're going to draw a smaller half oval, just upside down rainbow. And we're going to shade the rest of it in. Okay, then we have the nose, which is just going to be an oval right here. Okay, the mouth is then underneath that. Just a couple points. And then on the chin we have a couple of stripes. Okay, then we can, using this, fill in this lightly drawn space, and then this mouth is in this patch of lighter color. Okay, then we have the eyebrows. These are going to arch up. In the bandana. Okay, we can define our lines. Alright, and that is how you draw Kubfu. Thank you for watching.